Oh, it's going. All right.
All right. So pretty cool, right? So this is what we're gonna be working on today. It's just gonna be like a simple 2-frame animation, right? And you can kind of see I did one drawing, right? Did a drawing of a dog on a sidewalk, some buildings in the background. Then I kind of put it over here and I could see through the paper. I know you can't see it on the video. And I changed some things, right? The tail is different. The tail's wagging different. I moved some legs. His mouth is opening, like a little tongue's coming out. The buildings are moving. I tried to make like the sidewalk move. So I made all these different changes, and then when you just go back and forth, it becomes animated, right? And this will transition into our next project.
Okay.
So I did this animation on a piece of paper. I just kind of broke a piece of paper into thirds, right? These are the other 2 pieces of paper. So the bare minimum materials you'll need for this are a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. Pencil and a pen would be nice. If you have scissors, that's great. If you don't, we could work without scissors, right? So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your piece of paper. If you have like plain paper, right? That's cool. If not, lined paper, anything will work, right? And I'm just going to kind of fold it together like this, right? And kind of try to get it into perfect thirds, right? So that's in perfect thirds right now. Now, if I have scissors, that's great. I could just cut it, right? If not, I could kind of really fold it nicely, right? And I could get some sort of hard edge, or just try to tear it by hand, right? Which is fine. This one's tearing okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just use that torn like that, right? So the next step of this is I'm gonna fold it in half, right? And I don't necessarily, I'm gonna, for the purposes of demo, I'll do something really simple that's not like maybe so complicated or so complex as like a dog and buildings and stuff. I was having fun with that one. But for this, I'll do like a simple stick figure just so you could see how the process works, right? So I have the piece of paper here. I have it folded over. Now I'm gonna mark maybe about from a thumb, the width of a thumb there, and then from the top maybe like right about there. And this is because when I wind up the paper, right, I'm gonna have like area for my pencil, right? It's gonna be covering the image, and that'll be the same there. And it also needs to go to the top, right? So I need a little bit more. Actually, I'd say maybe even like 2-3 fingers from the top. So my image will be in here, right? And I'm just gonna do a guy in that image. It's gonna be a guy, stick figure, standing on the ground, right? I'm hoping you guys will come up with something more challenging, but I just want him with his hands on his hips, and his other hand is going to be waving, right? And maybe for the purposes of this video, I'll just use a marker so you guys can see it better. I'll go back over that. Now I got my stick figure guy. All right, I'm gonna fold this back over, right? And I'm gonna see, I could see through there. I don't know if you could like zoom up and see a little bit closer. I don't know if you could see through there, but I could see through, and you could always hold it up on a window, especially if you're working during the day. That's a great way to kind of make a makeshift light box. I'm gonna keep his hand on his hip. I'm gonna keep his legs pretty much where they were, and I'm just going to have his hand move a little bit. So all I did was move that way, right? So it's as simple as that, right? Put that together, and I'm going to roll this up really tight. Roll this up really tight, and it will kind of keep it shaped like that, right? And then I can go back and forth. My guy is waving, right? Very cool. I could start adding other things, right? I could say maybe in the background there's something in the background. There's like a tree in the background. This isn't my best drawing, right? Whatever. I have a tree back there. I'm gonna trace the tree here. Maybe when he starts waving, a couple of birds fly out of the tree, right? So something changes, right? Something changes. Oh, I just noticed I forgot to do this in the background, right? So that's the basic thing. I'd like you guys to try this. I mean, the nice thing when we break our paper into thirds is it gives you three chances, right? If you could video this and share it with me, that would be fantastic. Maybe start with something really simple, like even a stick figure, and then see if you could challenge yourself. See if you could draw something a little more complicated, maybe something with a little bit of a story, and see how that turns out. Looking forward to seeing your drawings.